Hey everybody, I was taking a little bit of time to play on my home server today, and I thought I'd come down here and work on this ancient city that I've been trying to light up and get rid of all the screamers. I'm not sure I've gotten quite rid of all of them, but I've gotten rid of a lot. I haven't lit it up completely, but I've done my best. Okay, first thing we want to do is get ourselves appropriately dressed and equipped. Okay, let's see. First, appropriately dressed. That's right, I'm going in naked. Don't need any armor in there, 'cause if homeboy warden attacks you, it don't matter. It's not gonna work. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go over here. Put all my stuff in the box. And I'm gonna leave everything here. Everything that I'm carrying. And I will take one extra carrot with me, just in case my food level gets a little low. And then in this box, I have just about everything I really will need. So I'm going to definitely need some carpet, a pair of shears. This diamond hose is going to come in real handy. Lots and lots of torches. Some wool. I could bring one of these in case I get hit, but hopefully if I'm good, I won't get hit. Okay, so you will notice that down in the corner I have my captions on because that shows me you can now hear my footsteps. Now watch, when I squat down, because I'm on the carpeting, you cannot hear my footsteps. Being very quiet is very important when you are in an ancient city. Much of this place has already been explored by me, but there's a good portion of it that has not yet. So let me see if I can go get someplace that looks a little more dark. Oh yeah, like over in that corner. See, it's pretty dark over there. Let's see, maybe if I go this way. I love the water. Do. Gotta run this way. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is a dark corner over here that I wanted to light up. Let me squat down and move real slow. This way, if there's any skulk sensors around, they don't pick up my movement because I'm moving very, very slow. And there's a lot of lights around here, so I've probably lit this area up once. Let me see if I can move quick. Oh yeah, I can. Alright. We're lit up over here pretty well. What about this way? Not too bad. This was an interesting find, right in the middle of this ancient city. This guy. Which is really cool. I will come back when I feel safe enough to bring some good equipment with me. Let's see, what else we got back here? Wow, this is pretty well lit up. I think I did a pretty decent job in this one. I have used every method I could think of. I cleared a hole to the sky so I could put up a beacon, which would be nice and bright. I have used sea lanterns, which are nice and bright. I have used plenty of torches, which are also nice and bright. Now I have learned one or two things. First thing, if you have it lit up and the light is higher than 11, when the warden comes out of the ground, he goes right back down in and looks for someplace darker to come up. Now this confuses me just a little bit, because apparently the warden is blind. How does he know there's too much light? I don't get it, but that's okay. I don't have to. So, let's go over here where it's darker. Oh, see, there's a bunch of skulk catalysts. That's a catalyst. That's another catalyst. These are sensors. Now watch what happens when I stand up and walk. where they pick me up and they send that signal off. Now, if there were a screecher nearby, it would start making all kinds of noise. And then we would be worried. When you hear one screecher, remember that, because that's one. And the next time you hear a screecher, that's two, especially if it's within 10 minutes. And I'm not sure if it's technically 3 or 4 that makes this warden come out. But I know that when I hear that third one, I get very nervous. After that third one, I know for sure I'm in trouble if I hear the crunching sound of the warden coming up out of the ground. Then you know you are in trouble. Okay, let's go up higher. You notice I've used a lot of wool blocks and a lot of carpeting as I went through here. As I'm moving through here trying to clear things out and making sure I don't attract the warden when I don't want him, using the wool is really the best way, because if you see, when I squat down, the sound of my footsteps goes away, and the warden wants to track you that way. It's by sound. After a little while, he'll sniff and he'll get the smell of you, and then once he's got the smell of you, he may as well be able to see you, because you need to run. If he's coming after you and he's groaning angrily and his tendrils are clicking, that is bad. He will come after you. Let's see what's out this way. Nope, pretty well lit up. I've done a fairly decent job in this one. I have surprised even myself. Now, many of these structures that you see over here, like this tall one here, will have had chests in random locations with all kinds of good stuff. In here is the only place that you can find the enchanted book, Swift Sneak. 1, 2, or 3. And the great thing about Swift Sneak is when you crouch and you sneak, you go real slow. But with Swift Sneak, you're moving right about the same pace that you walk at. I mean, it's pretty quick, which is very helpful. However, seeing as you don't use clothes in here, it's not very helpful in here. I promise you that inside this city, which was the first one I attempted, I died many times. I mean, many, many, many times. And each time I had on gear. I lost netherite. I lost all kinds of stuff. And there was one time when I got killed, and it was right over here. I will never forget it, because it was still very dark over here, and the warden had come out right over there. And I had crouched down real low over here and snuck back over here and looked down there and saw where I had died before, and there was all of my gear floating there. And it takes 5 minutes for your gear to despawn. And it takes much longer than that for the warden to go away, so I stood right here and watched all my cool stuff disappear. That was so sad. So very, very sad. Ooh, it was awful. Terrible, I tell you. Okay. Alright, well that wasn't nearly as exciting as I'd... Ooh, look, there's one up there too. I gotta figure out a way to get to that bad boy later. Okay. And yes, I went ahead and I dug a hole all the way down here so that way I could put up the beacon, because I was terrified. This guy scared the daylights out of me. And when I had dug to find the city, I ended up coming right up in the middle of the redstone room. This is like the coolest little room where they show you exactly how red stuff works. I mean, there's places where they have little setups where the light comes on. Now if you take this one, you actually put a book on there. That'll work. I don't have a bow, so I can't really, I don't know if hitting that'll do anything. I don't think it does anything. If I just hit it, does it? Oh, yeah, it breaks it. That's not good. Okay, that wasn't the plan. Anyway, this is a whole setup that makes the set of double doors over here open. Whoops. Man, I am so good at falling in holes. Man, I'm good at that. Okay. Well, that was my quick exploration of the city. I'm sorry it wasn't a little more exciting and that I didn't, draw the warden at me or die or anything cool like that. But this was fun, and I had a good time. So I'll see you guys later.